Welcome to Insurance Made Simple. Kind of follow up on the flood going on and the different hurricane events down in Florida. Wanted to kind of warn you about a problem of potential frauds or scams. I'm doing a flood case study on one particular resident down in the Hudson area of Florida, right above Clearwater. And I was there when the tow trucks came and picked up the vehicle. One of the tow trucks was from Copart out of Los Angeles, and they were picking up a lot of different flood-related vehicles and taking them to storage lots so that they could go ahead and salvage the titles and then start parting out the vehicles. But here's one of the things that we ran into. My case study, the person had auto owners, and they called in their claim. They'd sent out the tow trucks to pick up the vehicles, and then they'd receive text messages from Copart basically saying that they needed to get some information from them to go ahead and read how many miles were on the car because the cars were flooded and not able to even turn the key. So that seemed to go all right, but then within about a day we received some other text messages from an unknown source saying that my claim had, or their claim had been reassigned. And so I encouraged my case study partner to go ahead and contact auto owners directly and to find out who was handling the claim. Was it Copart or was it this other entity that was really unknown? And sure enough, the claim had never been reassigned. It was supposed to still go through Copart to, make assessments on the vehicle and to let auto owners know exactly the condition of the vehicles, pictures, mileage, etc. So, warning, do not answer text messages from unknown entities. Do not give any information about yourself, your bank accounts, your vehicles, because it's really simple for people to look up flood-prone areas that got flooded, look up the public records, find out who the owner of that property is, and even find out what vehicles you might own. You'd be surprised what's available without having to pay for information. So if you get a call from someone that's quote unquote your bank, your credit card, your insurance company, simply look them up and call them directly. Do not believe that someone calling has your best interest at heart. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to get scammed. And let's be honest, you've had enough injury down there in Florida. You've had enough pain financially. So by just taking the extra time, if you get someone saying that they're your credit card company, pull your credit card out, flip it over, call the 800 number on the back, talk to people directly. You make the contact, not just accept that they're calling from whom they're calling from. Okay? There's a lot of people out there that could care less that you're suffering, and it will make your life more miserable. And unfortunately, if you give your information, such as your bank accounts, your routing and account numbers, to unknown entities, your bank's not responsible because you're the one that let them in the door. So just a fraud alert, scam alert. Anybody affected by the hurricanes down in Florida, and for that matter, anybody around this country, if you get a text or an email or a phone call, they're using an IA now that can actually, basically translate the human voice, and it sounds like a real person. So make those calls directly. You get a call, go ahead and look them up online, call their 800 number, make sure that they are who they say they are, okay? Trust no one. Thanks again for joining us on Insurance Made Simple, and God bless you guys that are dealing with that flood and hurricane damage down in Florida and all up the eastern seaboard.